Dear students, myself Minal Deshpande, I welcome to you all in this online teaching program. Nowadays, you are studying with this new method and enjoying also. Yes? Students, in our previous video, already we took information about the Harappan civilization. Yes or not? Now, in this video, we are going to learn about lesson number 4, the Vedic civilization. Now, before going to Vedic civilization, do you know what is mean by civilization? A civilization is any complex society characterized by urban development, social stratification, a form of government, and symbolic system of communication such as writing. Okay. Now, some points are here. See, the first point, that is the Vedic literature. Second point, family system, day-to-day life. And the third point, that is agriculture, animal husbandry, economic and social life. Point number 4, that is religious ideas. And point number 5, that is political system. Now we are going to start with our first point, that is the Vedic civilization. Okay. Now what is mean by Veda? A large body of a text originating in ancient India, and they form the oldest layer of Sanskrit literature and the oldest script text of Hinduism. Okay, that is known as Veda. Now in Vedic civilization, see, the civilization that is based on Vedic literature is known as Vedic civilization. Okay. Now what is mean by literature? The collected creative writing of a nation, people, group or culture. Okay. That is known as literature. Now the Vedas are considered to be our earliest literature. The Vedas were composed by many sages or rishis. Some Vedic hymns were composed by women. Hymns means what? A song of praise or worship. Okay. Now, in our Vedic literature, there are 20,379 mantras. Okay. Now, Vedic literature is in Sanskrit. Vedic literature is very rich and diverse. Diverse means very different. The Rig Veda is considered to be the first text. It is in the form of verses. Now what is meant by verses? A poetic form in general. Now there are 4 Vedas. How many Vedas are here? 4 Vedas. And which are they? See, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda and Atharva Veda. Okay. The Vedic texts are known as Samhita. Vid means to know. What is mean by vid? Vid means to know. And the term Veda means it derives from vid. It means knowledge. Okay. To know or the knowledge. The ideas have been preserved through the oral tradition. The Vedas are also called as Shruti. Okay. Now derives means originate. Now this word comes from Sanskrit. Okay. Now actually we are going to take information about these Vedas. Now from them the first one, that is Rig Veda Samhita. Now Rig Veda means what? An ancient Indian scared collection of Vedic Sanskrit hymns dedicated to the gods or the devas, composed between, now it is composed between the period of 1700 to 1100 BCE. Okay. Now in this Rig Veda there are 10,552 mantras. Okay. And 10 mandalas are here. Now, actual information, each verse of the Veda is known as a Richa. So, the Veda consisting of Richa is called Rig Veda. Now, Richa means a verse composed to praise a deity. Now deity means who? God or the goddess. Okay. Praise means worship. When a number of richas are put together to praise a particular deity, the poetic composition is called a sukta. The Rig Veda consists of many suktas composed to praise different deities. Many suktas are there. Already I told you the number that there are 10,552 mantras are here. Okay, and actual period of this Rig Veda, which is 1500 to 1200 BCE. Okay, now second, that is the Yajur Veda. We are going to take information about it now. The Yajur Veda contains mantras uttered during a yajna. At the time of yajnas, whatever mantras are recited, that are known as or that are written in the Yajur Veda. Okay, in this Yajur Veda also 40 adhyayas are there. How many? 40. And how many mantras are here? 1975 mantras are here. Okay. Now actually, what is in the Yajur Veda? The third of or the four Vedas, or that is the canonical text of Hinduism containing the ligati or mantras needed to perform the sacrifices of the religion of the Vedic period. Okay. Now this Yajur Veda provides guidance about how and when the different mantras must be chanted during yajna rites. Now what is meant by chanted? Chanted means to utter or repeat in a strongly rhythmical manner, especially as a group. Okay, that is known as the chanted. This text includes the verses or poetic incantations and their explanation in prose. Okay, now the third one, that is Samveda Samhita. Now what is the period of Samveda? 1200 BCE to 1000 BCE. This is the third or of four Veda of melodious and chants. See, 1875 mantras are here in Samveda, and also 6 adhyayas are here. Okay. Now the Samveda provides guidance on singing Rigvedic verses to a set rhythm and tune at the time of yajna rites. The Samveda has contributed in a major way in laying the foundation of Indian music. Okay, this is already know very well. Next one, that is the Atharva Veda Samhita. Now Atharva Veda's period is 1000 to 900 BCE. Okay, now in it 5977 mantras in Atharva Veda, a sacred text of Hinduism and one of the four Vedas, often called the fourth Veda. Okay, now the Atharva Veda is named after Atharva Rishi. This Veda is different from the other three Vedas. It is more concerned with many things in the day-to-day life of the people. Now, what is in the Atharva Veda? See, it includes solutions to adversities and diseases also. See, solution means if problem is there, then how can we come out from it? That solutions are written in this Atharva Veda, and if some calamities are there, then about that, and if some problems or some trials are there, at that time also some solutions are given here in it. It also provides information about medicinal herbs. The Atharva Veda provides guidance to a king about the way he should administer his kingdom, how to administer that. And also in this way, the four Vedas means Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda and Atharva Veda are here. Now, next one that we are going to see, that is Brahmana text. They were composed to provide guidance on using Vedic mantras in yajna rituals. each Veda has independent texts called Brahmanas. Now, what is meant by Brahmana? Any of a several ancient Hindu religious prose text that explain the relationship of the Vedas to the sacrificial ceremonies. Okay, now this is known as the Brahmanas. Now, next, that is Aranyakas. Now, what is mean by Aranyakas? See, Aranyakas consist of the reflection or thoughts depressed after meditating with deep concentration in forest or wilderness. The Aranyakas are concerned with accurate performance of yajna rites. Okay, means in Aranya they have to go and there they are doing the meditation or whatever they want to make a deep concentration, and in that particular forest, and that is known as the Aranyakas, and there whatever they learn over there or whatever meditation was done by them, that is known as the, that is written in the Aranyakas. Okay, now next one, that is Upanishads. The term Upanishad indicates knowledge acquired by sitting at the feet of the teacher. Human beings have always wondered about events like a life and death, yes or not? So all this information which was taken under the guidance of the teacher, that is written in the Upanishads. And also it is not easy to find answer to them. Some questions are there which we are not able to answer them, yes or not, like that. So the Upanishads discuss such serious and profound issues. In Upanishads this type of serious issues are discussed. Now already we know that the four Vedas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas and the Upanishads were composed over a period of 1500 years. Now during this long period the Vedic civilization underwent many changes, yes or not? The Vedic literature is an important source for the study of those changes and of the day-to-day life in the Vedic period. Yes, we already took information about them, and already we know that whatever knowledge or whatever things are mentioned in particular Vedas or Samhita. Now in Vedic period, next point we are going to see that in Vedic period how was the family system or day-to-day life of that people. Okay, see, so point number 2, joint family system was there. Now the prevalent in the Vedic period, prevalent means preferred, the people preferred the joint family. The Grihapati was the head of the family and a man responsible for the family, man who have to take all responsibilities of his families. His family included his old parents, wife and children, and also the families of their children, the younger brother and their families also. Means joint family system, already I told you. This family system was patriarchal. What is mean by patriarchal? Means relating to a system run by males rather than females. Okay, the male is only the one who will hold the family. In the initial period, there are references to women scholars such as Lopamudra, Gargi and Maitreyi in Vedic literature. However, slowly the restrictions on women went on, and that is why increasing, and their position in the family and society became the secondary. Now, the second point, that is the houses during the Vedic period were earthen or wattle and dubbed constructions. Okay, now what is mean by wattle? Wattle means woven lattice of wooden strips. Lattice means a bearing with a vertical or horizontal bands that cross each other. Okay, that is one type of design. Lattice of wooden strips which is daubed with clay mixed with cow dung. Okay, a house was called griha or shala. Okay, now what type of diet was there? See, the diet of the people mainly consisted of cereals like wheat, barley and rice. From this they made different preparations. Okay, now words like a yava, gadhum and vrihi means what? See, it can be found in the Vedic literature that yava means barley, the gadhum means wheat and vrihi means rice. Okay, The Vedic people who released milk, yogurt, ghee, butter, honey, that also. Same way the black gram means udad, lentil means masoor, sesame and meat were also a part of their diet. Means these things are there in their diet. Now, people in the Vedic period used cotton and woolen garments. Okay, they also used valkilas or clothes made from the bark of trees. Similarly, animal skins were also used as clothing. Men and women used ornaments of the gold, flower garlands, strings made of beads, etc. A kind of pendant called nishka seems to have been popular. It was also used as a currency. Okay, now singing, playing musical instruments, dance, board games, chariot race, and hunting were the main of recreation. Recreation means entertainment. Their main musical instruments were, now some musical instruments were used by them, that are veena, shatatantu, then cymbals and the conches, then precious instruments like a damru and mridanga were also used by them. See, now in the second point, we took information about their family system, their day-to-day life. In it, we took the information that how was the joint family. Then we know. Then we took information about their houses. Then we know about their diet. Then we took information about their garments. Then we took information about their ornaments. The same way their musical instruments. Okay, now in this video we already focused on 2 points, yes or not? In our next video we will discuss about remaining 4 points. Okay. Now there is a time of homework or assignment. Now you have to collect more and more information about these 4 Vedas and also the family system of Vedic civilization. Okay, thank you.